All right, next up, we've got Arizona and Iowa State. Iowa State 6.5-point home favorites. The total here at 49.5 in this game. I like Arizona, I got to admit. I don't know if Iowa State's that great. The more I watch Iowa State, the more I'm not that impressed, quite honestly, with Matt Campbell's group. I mean, the Kansas State win does nothing now because Kansas State's been really disappointing this year. So that first win of the year against Kansas State over in Dublin, Ireland's not that great. We saw them survive by the skin of their teeth against Iowa in a game that could have went either way. We saw them struggle mightily against Arkansas State on the road a couple of weeks ago, and they were fortunate to win that game. That was a battle for Iowa State right to the end against Arkansas State. And you know what was really alarming about that game? Arkansas State's defense has been atrocious. Kennesaw State's moving the ball up and down against them last week. Iowa State struggled for a chunk of that game, moving the football, finishing drives, and putting up points against that Arkansas State defense. That is definitely something that was a bit of an eye-opener for me, and something that when I was watching, I'm like, whoa, that's concerning about Iowa State.
Yeah.
So
we talked about it being a sleepy spot, though.
it was. They are 4-0, so they've won every game. But I'm just saying some of these wins lately have not been all that impressive. And even the Kansas State win, Kansas State's gone down the shitter, pretty much since then. And Arizona beat Kansas State, at home more impressively than Iowa State did over in Dublin. Meanwhile, like I said, Arizona, they're off a bye. They beat Kansas State 23-17. So is Iowa State, both teams off the bye, so no advantage there. But, and I know this is obviously a situation where Iowa State, in Ames, it's a Saturday night game. It's going to be a nice home environment for them. But, with Arizona and Noah Fifita and the way he's played and the way they look like they've been solid on defense. They've got Ishmael Mahdi, a very good running back. They don't seem to be, missing Tetaroa. They miss him because he was a great player, but they've had other receivers step up for this Arizona team. I'm very interested in Arizona here, plus 6.5. CMAC, what do you think? Arizona, Iowa State.
I mean, I guess K-State, I just don't know how good they are. I just think they've had all these home games easy. We haven't seen them on the road, really. I mean, I do like Fifita. I like both these quarterbacks, in this game. And how good is this Arizona defense? If it is good enough, they're staying in this game, and then maybe they cover. But I don't know. This is just a tough spot for them on the road. I kind of like Iowa State. I'd be on them here. I just think a lot of hype on Arizona. I got to see more of it. Maybe Fifita could just, lead them to a tight game here. So, but I think last week was just the flattest spots. They're back here at home. Place to be rocking. Tough travel spot for Arizona. If I had to, I'd lay it here with Iowa State.